Hello scholars, here I am with our video 5 of topic 3 safety and first aid. So what we are going to learn in this video that you can see with this picture. What is this picture of? It's of fire, is it? So what we are going to learn in this video? We are going to learn about the fire safety and tips to avoid the fire. Okay, but before learning all this, I just want to tell you one small story. Do you want to hear it? Yes? Fine. So let me tell you a story with the help of some pictures. Let's see. So who will tell me which pictures are these? Hmm. The first picture is of man, but he's not looking like us, is it? He's so much different than us. Yes. And he has taken something in the hand. Okay, that something is stone. And what do you think? What he's going to do with all that? In second picture, you know, the same, the two men, they're trying to do something. Okay, they are trying to avoid something with the help of fire. And third picture is the cooking gas that we used for cooking the food. Yes, I know. I told you that I'm going to tell a story, so I think you know the story, but then too, I would like to tell you the story about the discovery of fire. Scholars, fire is very useful to us. You know, if we want a cup of tea or if we want our breakfast, lunch, dinner, I don't think it's possible because without the fire. Okay, sometimes we may eat the raw food items like we can have the salad or we can have the bread butter. But every day, it's not possible to eat all these fine without the fire. We need fire and it is so useful. So, how the man learned to light this fire and which idea gave him about this fire? So that I would like to tell you. You know, the man which you are seeing in the first picture is the man about almost 4 lakhs years ago. How much? 4 lakhs years ago, and that's why he's so much different than us. So when humans learn, you know, how to generate fire by rubbing two stones against each other, okay, they started doing or they started understanding how to control it. They came to know by looking at the lightning in the sky that yes, that lightning, is there which causes fire, or there are some forest fires, but how to create by our own. So he learned it accidentally when he tried to rub two stones on each other. Okay, and that sparkle, okay, by rubbing the two stones on each other created the fire. So they did this about 4,000 years ago. Isn't it amazing? Yes. And then he learned how to control the fire, and then that fire he used for cooking the food, get warm and to get the protection from the animals. Do you like the story? I think so. Okay, and now yes, is the cooking. So scholars, fire is so much important to us, but what if we do not use it properly, or we show some negligence or carelessness while handling the fire? What could be the consequences? Yes, the consequences are bad. Can you see that house where there is a fire everywhere inside? And it's so painful, is it? It is so difficult. Yes. So, what are the reasons of this fire? Because in previous slide we learned about fire is so much useful. So, reasons of this fire are careless handling of matchsticks or candles, leaking of cooking gas, and electrical faults. Okay, so these three are reasons of fire. So if there is a fire, okay, in our neighborhood or in our own house, then we just call the fire brigade. And yes, and the number for that fire station is 101. And then you can see here the picture of the fire engine, okay, which extinguished the fire or which tried to put off the fire. Okay, so if we want to avoid this fire, what should we do? So, till the fire brigade they come, what we can do? We have to open all the doors and windows. Okay, we should not operate any electrical switches. Okay, not to go to on it or off it. Fine, and do not light the matchstick. Okay, scholars. So these precautions we should take while the help arrives by dialing the number 101. Now let's see some tips to avoid this very useful but then too very dangerous fire. The first tip is that not to use clothes of synthetic fibers like nylon while working in the kitchen. So nylon, okay? Nylon is a synthetic fiber. Why? Because it is made by using the chemicals which catches the fire very easily. So we have to wear the clothes of cotton. Yes, okay, because cotton is a natural fiber. So this is the first tip. What is the second tip? We have to check all the gas pipes for leaks and replace them. You know, there is the smell. If there is a leakage in our gas pipe, you can have or you there is one smell. You can smell that leakage. So immediately we have to call, okay, for the help, okay, or to replace it. Fine. The next one is we have to check all electrical appliances and wiring of our house from time to time. If there is sparking, okay, there is a sparkling when we turn on the switch. Okay, if you see, then we have to check it and we have to replace it as well. Then there is one picture and that is of extinguisher. This is a small fire extinguisher. I know you might have seen in our school as well or in buildings as well. So this small fire extinguisher helps us to extinguish, okay, to put off the fire. Fifth tip is that not to use water to put out fire caused by electrical faults. Why? Because water is good conductor of electricity, and if we put on water on that fire, okay, there will be more fire. Okay, so and it will be spread with the water because water is a good conductor. So what we have to do? We have to use the sand. You can see in the first picture there is a bucket on which there is written fire. But what is inside the bucket? Sand. So sand helps us to put off the fire. The second, if clothes catch fire, then what we have to do? You can see in the second picture, wrap a blanket around a person and pull that person down on the floor to put out the fire. Okay, so this is for when a person catch the fire. And then the last tip is that learn and practice fire drill rules at school. You can see in the third picture. You know, there is a man from fire brigade and you know they are just trying to teach that children to put out the fire. So these drills helps us to learn and practice what we have to do if there is a fire, you know, in our home or in our school or in our neighborhood. So scholars, this is about the 7 tips for avoiding the fire. So scholars, I hope you have enjoyed the video. Okay, and while watching the video, same I would like to tell you that sit with your textbook. Fine. And see this video, listen it, okay, very carefully. Fine. And don't forget to underline the hard words. by your own in your textbook with pencil only. Okay, scholars? Fine. So, take care and bye bye.